The reason for this message is to first to say thank you. Thanks to your generous support, CLI had an outsized year of impact, contributing exciting gains to children's reading achievement and educator instructional practice. I know you must be very busy, so I want to take just a moment to share in this short video details and data and give you a glimpse into CLI's new technological advances that are helping us to measure success that you help enable for children and educators. If at the end of this message, you'd like to talk more about what you have viewed in the video, or perhaps talk about how I can help you to feel even greater joy in your relationship with CLI, go ahead and press on the link below and we will definitely find time to connect.
The 21-22 school year marked an important inflection point for CLI as we integrated our new culturally sustaining literacy framework for teaching and learning into our validated classroom-embedded coaching model. Culturally sustaining instruction is a research-based approach that links children's cultures, languages, and life experiences within the classroom environment. These connections help students access rigorous curriculum and develop higher-level academic skills. The unification of our new framework and coaching model had significant impact on teacher instructional practice, and as a direct result, last year, children achieved remarkable reading outcomes across every CLI program offering. The impact data that follows tells a powerful story about the effectiveness of CLI's enriched approach. We'll start in Philadelphia, where children achieved tremendous reading growth, reaching new milestones along their literacy journeys. In a group of 116 CLI-served schools, alongside our partners, CLI advanced a 15 percentage point increase on average of the percentage of students per school performing at or above reading benchmarks between the fall of 2021 and spring of 2022. Also, 96% of schools CLI served in Philadelphia saw an increase in the percentage of students performing at or above reading benchmarks between fall and spring. Lastly, in Philadelphia, CLI-served schools saw a 10 percentage point decrease on average of the percentage of students per school in the highest reading support tier between fall and spring. Overall, these results reflect CLI overtopping its goal to increase the percentage of third graders reading in SDP schools reaching at or above proficiency by nearly threefold. Children also reached remarkable reading outcomes in Broward County, Florida. In CLI-served schools in Broward, on average, and across grades K through 5, children saw 20 to 25% gains in reading proficiency from the start to the finish of the school year. Also, on average, child reading outcomes were 5 points higher for schools receiving CLI teacher coaching than for non-CLI-served schools. In CLI-served schools in Chicago, children receiving 4 days of 30-minute supplemental reading instruction, on average, saw improvements up to 1.5 years of reading growth and improvements in reading by 4 or more levels. This school year, CLI embarks on one of our most critical strategic goals, creating durable, data-driven systems enabled by technology that will help us track, accelerate, and drive improvements in both CLI coaching and teacher practice and child reading outcomes across our partnerships. Achieving this milestone will enable CLI's capacity to sustain the momentum of impact we are seeing with the implementation of our new framework for teaching and learning, and utilize these tools to expand and deepen our impact with new partners. In alignment with our framework for teaching and learning, CLI aims to create a never-before-achieved digital coaching app, which will enable our literacy coaches to collect, organize, and use instructional and learning data to drive and support their coaching practice while readily accessing student learning and teacher practice data. CLI's FY23 strategic goals and future work will be aimed at organizational innovations around creation of asset-based assessment tools for educators to amplify teacher culturally sustaining literacy practice, building CLI's capacity to support multilingual learners, and assessing our impact by developing and implementing a coherent strategy for data collection and use across all CLI markets and projects. With a still new and powerful dual literacy and social justice mission, and with our strong community of supporters and investors, including you, CLI's aim is to focus on ensuring that coaches and all organizational leaders have the mindsets and capabilities to be effective and systemic change agents dedicated to creating equity in education and early literacy. Children's Literacy Initiative is grateful for your support. With your help, we are advancing a new and bold phase of impact that integrates the most effective approaches to literacy instruction for Black and Latinx children who will someday grow to change the world.